Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Brielle, and today I wanted to speak about manifesting tarot, why I stopped doing all those things. And I do want to put a disclaimer out here that I do not judge anybody for what they decide to do. So please don't judge me. Please don't get upset with me about my personal opinion. And I also do believe that tarot and magic, they're definitely real, right? But it's just not for me, and this is like my story. So I started this journey when I was I want to say about 2 to 3 years ago, when I was just very frustrated with my funds. And as a black woman, as an African American woman, I did some research, and I in my frustration, I was just like, God, the Christian God in which I have been taught about all my life, where is he? Where is he in this journey? I feel like financially drained. I feel spiritually drained. I'm just tired of lack. I'm just tired of not having enough money, not having enough this. And in that, saying it out loud now, I realized that was a limiting belief. But again, I didn't know about the law of assumption. So again, in my research, I discovered that there was such thing as hoodoo, voodoo, there was Wiccan, paganism, all those things. And like I said, as an African American woman, I decided that the best route would just to be set to study hoodoo. And in my discovery, I was doing very, very small things. I am not the type of person, especially when it comes to things within the spiritual world like this, that I would jump in head first, because it is a dangerous game if you get carried away. So I was just dibbling and dabbling in it. A few things worked here and there. Then I started getting tarot readings, and then I started just spiral out of control, especially during the pandemic with tarot readings and the uncertainty of everything. I'm pretty sure so many people have gotten into spirituality, especially during the pandemic. Out of work, sitting in front of your laptop all day, you get curious, and that was me. I just literally dove deeper into this world and got so many readings that were not to my liking at all. Like one reading I had, this lady told me that I was going to be a medical health worker, and I love my medical care professionals, but that's just not me. Okay, I'm a creative soul. I love the entertainment industry. Despite what the rumors are, I believe that my purpose is to be an entertainer, to be an actress, to be a writer, producer. I am that. And just to hear that was kind of discouraging. So I kind of just brushed it off, and then I went to get more readings, and they were saying that, it was going to be a struggle for me to get into the acting world. And another reading told me that I would have to sit with crystals and wave rose, eucalyptus, and all these type of different herbal incense and sages in the air, and meditate and clean the house and all this. It was too much. So I stopped, because it was creating doubt within me, and I truly believed that there was something outside of me that had all of this power, that I had to do all of this to please these outside forces in order for me to get what I wanted. And even then, if I did all of that stuff, they may not have approved of what I wanted, and may not have given it to me, because it wasn't quote unquote in my destiny. And that was discouraging. It was detrimental to my mental health. I got obsessed with it. So I had to pull back, and that's when I truly came to understand the law of assumption, and that I create my reality. And I realized that I was creating all of these readings, these results with these readings, because of the energy and the thoughts that I had at the time, right? As far as the entertainment industry goes, I wasn't confident in my ability as an actress, as a writer. I wasn't confident in how I would make it. And now with the law of assumption, I realize I don't have to worry about the how. I just have to live in the end. Within my head, I already have an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. I already have those connections. I'm already a very successful actress, writer, and producer, right? But back then, I didn't know that. And it just took a lot of realizing that they were only giving me what I was giving, right? Because within this community, we learned that everyone is you pushed out, meaning that your assumptions about people, about things, is going to reflect. So within the reading, I was already assuming bad shit. I was already assuming the worst type of answers from these readers. So that's what I got back out, these readings. And that then kept bouncing like a ping pong tournament, like a game, bouncing back. I kept reflecting these type of energies into the reading, getting back that I would not have this, and then just hearing that made it worse. And just, it was just a never ending cycle of like low-key self-abuse, right? Low-key self-emotional and mental abuse. So I had to stop and pull away. Now I have so much love for these mediums and types of people who do this, who are truly and genuinely about their craft, but I can no longer do it. And if you also feel yourself spiraling out of control, spending all of your money for an answer that's already inside of you, I do kindly suggest that you stop. And let me put this warning out here that I am not a medical professional. I don't have a license in therapy or none of that shit. But I can only tell you from my experience that stopping was the best thing for me. Stopping the readings, stopping the spells. Like, oh my gosh, y'all, I spent so much money altogether on readings and spells to get other people to do for me. I can say I spent well over like $2,000 when I could have just sat with myself, did some self-concept work, affirmed and persisted, and I would have already, had what I wanted at the time. So I just encourage you guys to just realize that you are the only power. And these cards are really only reflecting of how you really truly feel. And like I said, when I had got that reading back about acting, it made me cry because the girl, while she was so sweet, like the reading was so depressing. It was just like, you won't make it in Hollywood. They'll eat you alive. And that's what the spirits are saying. And that's what I was saying within my head. That's what I was saying to myself. And that just projected back into the reading. So again, if you get readings, just make sure you're assured in yourself. Make sure you have that great self-concept. But truly, you don't need outside validation. If you feel like you have to get tarot readings, it's because you're not sure about your own power. And it's because you may feel like you need validation. Again, if you genuinely like tarot readings and if you like to do tarot, that's for you. And that's good. But if you're trying to do law of assumption and you're trying to make this work, it's like you can't serve two masters. And Neville Goddard talks about that. Either you're going to rely on outside forces or on yourself. Either you're going to rely on these people to pluck these cards out to tell you. And again, it's just a reflection of your mind, but still, without knowing that, you're thinking literally there are outside entities telling you that you're going to be broke for the rest of your life, or that this man that you want is unavailable. So I just encourage everyone just to look within themselves and just to rely on yourself. Again, you cannot serve two masters, like I was saying. Rely on yourself. You are the operant power. And if you read cards for yourself, but I just prefer to keep it simple now. In the words of Michael Scott from The Office, KISS, keep it simple, stupid, or silly. I don't like to say stupid. Keep it simple, silly. It's so easy. Just change your thoughts. Your thoughts create. Your assumptions create. So if you keep going to these readings in a depressed state, and they're going to keep reading to you, oh, you're never going to get married, or you're going to get married in 5 years. When you want to get married, like in 5 months. If you want to get married in that time frame, affirm that you are already married. And again, as you can tell, I go on tangents sometimes because I'm very passionate about this. But don't complicate it. And again, this is just from my experience. I'm not judging anyone who decides they want to keep getting readings. But if you feel stuck like I did, and if you just feel like you don't know what to do, and you feel like tarot for you is discouraging, just know that it's just a reflection of your thoughts. And that it's truly, I feel like it's truly better just to sit with yourself and just to rearrange those thoughts and change those thoughts. And be your own psychic, be your own tarot reader, right? Within your mind. Just be like, oh, I have this already. It shouldn't be complicated and shouldn't make you go crazy. So enjoy it. And, thank you so much for listening. And I do hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening, noon, or night. And enjoy yourself. And remember, the process is fun. Manifesting is fun. It's easy. If you believe it's easy. Bye-bye.